Hello there. Today at Blue Fish Aquarium we will be going over basic husbandry and care and enclosure setup for Panther Chameleons. Here we have a list of items that we will be using in this enclosure. These are basic products that we carry online and in store for chameleons. These will work for most chameleons, but today specifically we will be talking about one of the most colorful species of chameleons, the Panther Chameleons. As for the actual enclosure that you'll be keeping your chameleon in, we recommend a wire or screen enclosure to help with ventilation, but it's also very important to keep the enclosure very humid for them. To do this, we usually recommend a mixture of cocoa husk and plantation soil. These two substrates, when mixed together, will help soak up water and help keep the enclosure nice and humid for them. Most chameleons are found on islands where there is very good cross breeze from across the ocean, but all that ocean air or the air over the ocean is usually very humid as well. Here we have a couple of examples of vines and plants that you can add to your chameleon's enclosure to give them structure that they can climb on and feel safe and secure in. Be sure to pick materials that will hold the weight of your full-grown animal. You do not want to risk a fall on chameleon or with chameleons. They are very sensitive animals, and a fall will be very detrimental to their health. That being said, they are excellent climbers. They are arboreal animals, meaning that they live off the ground in trees and shrubs. They have a sort of claw-like appendage on each of their feet that allow them to actually grasp around branches, as well as a prehensile tail. That being said, if your structure cannot hold the weight of your animal, there isn't much those adaptations will do to help prevent a fall. Next, we will be going over heating and lighting elements for chameleons. The daylight basking spot and the ceramic heater provide heat, but the daylight basking spot will also provide light. The ceramic heater does not provide light, but that allows you to run it 24/7, which can be advantageous depending on the temperature of the room that you're housing your chameleon in. Ceramic heaters will also last longer than basking lights, but at the same time they also do not provide light, so that just means another thing that you'll have to grab if you wanted to get a chameleon. Next up are UVB bulbs. All chameleons will require UVB, and without it, they can suffer very detrimental health effects. You can either do a compact fluorescent, or if you get a low wattage T8 bulb, that works fine as well for them. A very important aspect in chameleon care is providing clean drinking water to them. Now, chameleons typically will not drink from a water dish. They prefer to drink from moving water. And one of the easiest and cheapest ways to provide that for them is using a drip system such as this. This is a jar that you fill with water and then has a little nozzle on the bottom that you can adjust the flow with, and this will provide steady stream of clean drinking water to them. Also very important is if you're planning on using tap water, you will want to make sure you use a water conditioner, one specifically made for reptiles. We recommend the Exoterra product Aquatizer that will help dechlorinate and remove toxic heavy metals from the water for them. Humidity and temperature are two very important aspects in a chameleon's enclosure that you'll need to keep a close eye on. The hygrometer will measure humidity, and a thermometer will measure the temperature of the enclosure. Now, we recommend a basking spot, meaning an area directly under the light or the heating element that is around 82 to 87 degrees Fahrenheit, and ambient temperatures within the enclosure should be somewhere between 70 and 80. As for humidity, they really do need high humidity. We recommend keeping them anywhere from 70 to 100% humidity. Just like in people, the addition of multivitamins and calcium to the diet of your animal will greatly improve the quality of life. These supplements come in powder form, and you will add them to your crickets or whatever live insects you offer your chameleon with every feeding. It is important to select a calcium without vitamin D3 if you are using UVB bulbs. These vitamins will help your animal develop healthy bones and keep healthy bone density, as well as reduce the risk of developing any vitamin deficiencies. Speaking of diets, you will want to provide your chameleon with a wide variety of live feeder insects. Never feed anything wild caught, as these can contain pesticides or parasites that can harm your animal. A variety of foods that they will accept includes mealworms, superworms, waxworms, crickets, and dubia roaches. I would say that dubia roaches and crickets should be make up the majority of their diet, as a lot of the other feeders can be high in fat content. We here at Blue Fish Aquarium hope you found this video entertaining and informative, and if you would like to know more about Panther chameleons or any other fish or reptile, please feel free to reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Blue Fish Aquarium. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.